guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a BMW Z4M Roadster, sadly with the roof up, because as with one of my previous videos quite recently, the weather's just been pretty poor in the UK recently, so yeah, sadly looks like there's the thunderstorm about to happen, so the roof is up. Anyway, today I have been filming with this car, and I filmed like a full video on why I think you should buy a Z4M, so you can click on the screen to watch that now. But in this video I thought I'd take the opportunity on the drive back to the owner to talk to you a little bit about whether or not I should buy a BMW Z4M. Obviously in that video I've made about why everyone else should. You know, I'm speaking generally and I'm speaking broadly about, you know, good reasons why people should, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to, largely because, you know, I'm not made of money. I can't just go and buy a Z4M should I want to buy one. However, there is a talking point here, because I have been speaking on the channel, teasing it probably far too much, that I really would like to own an E63 M6 at some point. And not just at some point, but I've been saying that potentially, oh, it's a big bump, potentially it's something that could happen next year. So you may be thinking, if you know the values of the E63 M6, that, you know, I could get a really nice Z4M Roadster, or even a good coupe for the same sort of money. So should I go ahead and buy one of these instead? So in this video I just want to talk to you guys one-on-one about my thought processing behind that sort of question. So yes, I absolutely love the Z4M, the Roadster and the coupe. If I had the money and I was in the market for one, I feel like I would probably try and get a coupe, just because they, well, for an investment purpose, I think they're probably slightly more hopeful, but more the fact that I think it's just a really rare design. You don't really see anything that looks quite like a coupe Z4. So to get the Z4M coupe, which is the pinnacle of those, would be really cool. So yeah, if I definitely was going to get one, it would probably be the coupe, although I would 100% consider a Roadster. And so because the money for a nice one of these is about the same as an M6 that I'm looking at, you know, I genuinely would consider doing this instead. I've built up my YouTube channel around my Z4, and you know, ever since I've had my Z4 and learned more and more about these M's, I've lusted after one, and actually after spending the whole day with this one, that's just reaffirmed that position. So I do think I will 100% own a Z4M one day. The main reason why I'm thinking it might not work as my next sort of second car, which the M6 will be, is because my plan at the moment is to keep a Z4 as a daily. So you can see what the complication is there. It would mean that I'd be running a Z4 as a daily, and then I'd have a Z4M as my weekend car. And as much as I absolutely love these, I feel like for me that would be not enough of a variety. I feel like it would take away from the M slightly if I had, say, a Z4 SI Coupe, which I drove every day. There'd be less occasion, and there'd be something not quite as special about jumping into my Z4M at the weekend if I did in fact drive a Z4 every single day, because it is essentially the same cockpit, it's the same hardware more or less, just the main difference with this is obviously that brute of an engine up front. So that is my main sort of reason behind why I probably won't end up buying one of these as my second car. However, that's not to mention, or not to say, that I would in fact maybe not have a Z4 as a daily and have something, well, okay, so look, I've been looking at 370Zs. I really like the Nissan 370Z. I think they're great value for money, and the power you get from them is fantastic. So, you know, let's say I had a 370Z as a daily, well then maybe I would consider a Z4M as my weekend toy, because again, that would just give me a little bit more variety and make this a bit more of a special occasion. There is also the point worth mentioning that obviously I have a YouTube channel, and that's meant that I found myself, you know, in the incredibly privileged position to be able to actually experience these Z4Ms. For me now, it's on 3 occasions from the driver's seat, which is absolutely wonderful. To be honest, I genuinely couldn't have ever imagined driving one of these cars at the age I'm at now. You know, I'm really, really fortunate and so grateful that I have these opportunities, and it is really thanks to the owner of this car, Dan, for this one, but you know, owners like Dan for creating those opportunities. So it's to you guys I'm absolutely grateful for that. But obviously, because I have been so lucky and been able to experience these cars to a certain extent, I sort of know what I'm going to get with a Z4M, and I know that if I bought a Z4M it'd be fantastic because they are just that. But again, it's the whole variety thing and trying different things. Obviously, an M6 is something that I've never stepped into yet, and it's a whole different ballpark. You know, it's a V10 engine, it's an SMG gearbox, it's got 4 seats. So for me, that you know, that's a whole different. Oh, look at this! It's a Lotus 7. It's a whole different ballpark, really. So I like the idea of that. I like the idea of stepping into something different and new. And that's really my thought processing behind it. Having said that, when push comes to shove and I've got my money there and I decide it's a good idea to buy a second car and go looking for an M6 seriously, when push comes to shove, because obviously those M6s are riddled with issues, so you know, when push comes to shove, whether or not I actually pussy out and talk myself out of buying an M6, or whether in fact I do, I don't know. But it could be the situation where I do pussy out with buying an M6 and decide to go with one of these, because at least this is almost the devil that I know. I know the Z4. I know that the Z4M comes with its M tax, where all of the parts are, you know, 4 times the price, and there are more things that are likely to go wrong. I know that, but having said that, a Z4M would be far more manageable expense to run alongside as a second car than an M6. Anyway, look, can I just please, I want to emphasise, I am shooting myself in the foot, I do realise that, but I do want to emphasise that this is all very much conjecture, is that the word? Speculation. You know, I've not got the money in my bank account ready to buy a second car. I'm not actively looking, well I am, but I'm not seriously considering buying anything at the moment. I don't have the main thing, I don't have the space for a second car at the moment. So my homing situation, I don't have the space to have a second car. So this is all just me sort of processing my brain, and lots of you guys have expressed an interest in sort of, you know, what I'm thinking about. So that is the reason for making this video right now. So I do just want to make it clear that I think this is a very nice viewpoint. Wow. I want to make it very clear that you know, I'm not going to pull the trigger on anything anytime soon, and all of this waffle that I'm you know, muttering on about now, in 3 months' time my opinions can be completely different. So who knows? But I thought I would talk you through and walk you through my thought process on that, because I know that a lot of you, from watching the video I did with this very car I filmed today, but you will have seen on the channel previously, some of you will be thinking, well, he's made a video why you should buy a Z4M, so you know, why isn't he buying one? He's got money for an M6. So yeah, so that is my honest thought processing around that subject matter. I hope you guys find that interesting. I don't expect you to at all. It's just me waffling in a car for 10 minutes or so. So look, leave the video a thumbs up if you found this enjoyable to watch, and please do comment below any opinions you have on the matter. I'd be very interested to hear, and any questions you have as well, I'm very happy to answer. So as always guys, thank you so much for watching the channel, thank you for watching this video, and thanks to people like Dan for lending me the keys to his Z4M so that I can film these videos. I still can't quite believe that I'm filming this sort of casual video in a Z4M Roadster. So with that said, I'm going to switch the camera off now and enjoy the last 12 miles in this car before I hand back the keys to its owner. So thank you for watching this one, guys, and I'll see you very, very, very soon.